Today I'm taking a look at the VEVOR electric melting furnace. So we got our instructions. This one is the KD1101, so that's 120 volts at 60 hertz, 1350 watts, 1150 degrees Celsius, and that's within 5 degrees of Celsius. Has a working temperature of 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. Material is steel, and the color is black and orange. It does come with some tongs, so we got something we can grab onto that crucible with. Here is our power cable. That's a standard 3-prong plug. You can plug that directly into your household outlet. It's actually a good idea. So they gave us some gloves, but they used that to protect our crucible. So there's the crucible. Got about 1 3/4 for that opening. And we're looking at a depth of about 5 inches. And this is the glove. This is actually a pretty decent, I mean, this feels like a full leather, like a welding glove. So very glad that they didn't skimp on that. Here's our left glove, and we have got our mold. So for that, we're looking at about 3.5 inches by about 1 3/4 with a depth of about 3/4. Does come with some extra fuses. And there is the machine. We got a socket for our fuse, we got our on-off switch, and we got our interface right here. So we'll drop the crucible in, plug our cord into the back, and get this guy heating up. Okay. So by default it is set up for 1100 and it is currently at 16. Let's go ahead and throw some aluminum cans in there just so we got something to melt. Now that's already heating up pretty quick. 1100 degrees is too hot for what I need. I mean, it will definitely melt aluminum, but it is overkill. I'm going to go to 700 degrees. Remember, that is in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And we'll hit B to turn that on. That's got to be one of the fastest heating smelting tools I've ever tried. It's been 10 minutes. It is almost at 700 degrees. We do have smoke coming out the top. I do have a fan right over here, so that is pushing air out, making sure that we got nice clean air for us to breathe. I got my gloves set up over there. I've also got a face mask to make sure I'm not getting anything in my eyes. Always make sure you thoroughly wash and dry out anything that you put in there. The reason that's important is because that water is basically going to turn into steam, and it could shoot liquid metal out of the top of that thing. It could break the crucible. There's a lot of reasons you don't want to do that. So we're at just now 700 degrees. Let's see what we got. Right. Yeah, all right. So I did set that to 750. It's heating up a little bit, but I think that 700 would have been just fine. Cool. This is straight up melting cans now. Okay. That is looking good. So there's two things we want to do before we start the pour. First thing is we want to heat up our mold. And the reason we want to do that is just to get out any moisture. So once again, we don't want to be pouring mold in there and then have it jumping out. Just get a little heat, pick that guy up. And the last thing is what I mainly use this for. We need to peel off the slag. If you're trying to make a good mold, you want to make sure that you're getting rid of that. That is about 6 cans, which means that this could hold probably somewhere around 12. And if you go taller than that, maybe even up to around 20. There we go. That is a nice, clean chunk of aluminum. So yeah, if you're looking for a super fast little furnace, nice and easy to operate, overall, that is an excellent option.